What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ, and today we are back again with the 2024 Kia Carnival. This is the SX Prestige trim level. This is not the full review. Full review is linked down below. If you want all the details, the drive, everything, that is going to be on that video. This is just a very quick 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. Try to keep these shorter. We're going to roll the cinematic. Over 20,000 subscribers. Thank each and every one of you. We're in the garage for better audio, better lighting, and then I'll be showing some different drone stuff so that way you guys have a little bit better picture to look at. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Let's roll. Starting with the 5 things to improve. Number 1 on the list would be optional all-wheel drive. Goes without saying, it's front-wheel drive, and the ride quality is really good. We're going to be talking about that in the actually 5 things to love list. But having that optional all-wheel drive, there's definitely going to be some people that live in different locations. It's basically just going to take them out of the market of getting this, just because it's not an option. So if that becomes available, that would be great. Number 2 on the list is here with the mirror, and you do have home link, and it would have to do with optional digital rear view mirror. Don't think it should be something standard, but maybe like 300 bucks, something like that. Then, you know, all of your passengers, if you're hauling stuff, whatever, wouldn't matter because you have the option of making it digital. If you're not familiar with it, it's basically like a little toggle. You literally just flip it up, and it's a camera that's straight out of the back. And the camera is located in the back of the vehicle. So you wouldn't really have to worry about having anything block your view. Number 3 on the list would be optional heads-up display. Again, if you're not familiar with that, basically just projects your speed out onto the windshield, which basically looks like clear out in front of you. Definitely a nice feature, and this thing is so loaded, it seems very odd that that is not an option. Number 4 on the list is here in the front. Could be the rears potentially, but mainly the front, because the Telluride actually, or not the Telluride, I'm sorry, the EV9 has the option for the driver's seat. It's called Ergo Motion, and it's basically a seat massager. And again, this thing is so loaded out with so many different features, that would be a really nice option because this thing would be an epic vehicle to honestly take on like a big golf trip. You know, you got like you plus 3 of your buddies hanging out, have some massagers on the long drive, whatever. Definitely would be nice. And again, can't say it wouldn't fit in this class of vehicle because once again, you can get it on the EV9. Number 5 on the list is the interior colors. I would honestly kind of call this almost like a rust color, as far as like to the naked eye, like a normal name for it. And with that said, I think it would be nice to see like a white interior slash a gray. Now there is another color option with the SX Prestige, and it does have some gray in it, but I mean like some of the other Kia Hyundai vehicles where it's like almost all gray except for basically the carpets. That would be really, really nice. Having 3 color options for the SX Prestige, I think would be really nice. There's other color options, but again, depends on exterior, all that stuff. I don't think it should matter regardless of exterior color, regardless of trim level. For the SX Prestige, despite color, there should be 3 colors available, which is basically a light, a dark, and then whether it's a brown or a red or something like that, that's kind of, we'll call it medium, if you will. That is the 5 things to improve. Again, pretty much all optional, nothing too big there. Let's go ahead and move on to the 5 things to love. Number 1 on the 5 things to love is the exterior design. Yes, it is a minivan. I understand that. Some of you may love the look of a minivan, and then the other half of you, especially whenever you're used to seeing cars like this on my channel, you're gonna go, holy cow, what's a minivan doing there? I don't believe you. However, again, I compare apples to apples, and for a minivan, I love the exterior design. I think they really, really knocked it out of the park. To me, this is the least minivan look. Almost literally looks like an SUV, just obviously a little bit lower to the ground, not sitting up quite as high. And then you have the LED runners that are signature with LED projection headlamps. Super nice. Number 2 on the list is the interior design. You can probably see this back seat is quite nice. You can basically fully recline. You've got TVs. Obviously, this is optional, but still coming from the factory, of course. With this being a press vehicle, and then up above you've got your own sunroof there in the rear, and then there's one here as well. But the overall design, I just love the way that it's laid out. There's still plenty of room in here. You can slide this up. There's obviously the 3rd row. It's folded down at the moment, and there's a bunch of space back there for storage. These are also removable, so you can even take these out and you can have all cargo space. So very, very functional design. Now, leading into my number 3 point, which kind of goes a little bit with the design, is all of the features. Like I said, you do have TVs back here, which are optional. And then on the door, if you look in between, there's actually a ventilated and heated seat, which is for the 2 captain chairs, one on each side. And then up front, heated seats, cooled seats as well, heated steering wheel. You have true lane centering, adaptive cruise control. This screen looks like it's all the way across. I know I'm probably missing some things in here, but nonetheless, that's why we go through all of that stuff in the full review. This is just a quick highlight to show how much you really get in this vehicle. Number 4 on the list is the ride quality. The ride quality on the Kia Carnival is actually really good. I never in a million years would have honestly have thought in a minivan that the ride quality would be this good, but the wind noise is down, the road noise is down, suspension, obviously you're gonna have some body roll, it's still a minivan, but it still is very, very good, especially for your price point, right? It's very impressive. And this kind of tying into my last and final point, number 5, would have to be the value. You're looking at a vehicle loaded just like this, under $50,000. Under $50,000 for a vehicle with all of the things that I just told you. Not to mention a really, really good warranty because it is a Kia. And yes, again, we've had this conversation many times on my channel. I have owned several Kia products myself, personally, not just press vehicles. I've owned the Kia Stinger GT2 all-wheel drive whenever that first released. And then my wife's owned, I think 4 Kia Optimas, something like that. And then now over there, we actually have a Hyundai Santa Fe 2021 Calligraphy. So I've owned several myself, and I've never had a single issue. Like, I'm not talking one issue. So 2016 and newer, I really would say the amount of issues are really going to be cut down. But again, even if you do have an issue, it's why it's under warranty. It's why it's under warranty. Go get it fixed, doesn't cost you anything, not a big deal. So, but I'm just trying to show you personal use, not just press cars. I've had excellent reliability from Kia. And then even just getting an oil change done, going into the Kia dealerships now, my goodness, if they up their game. If you have not actually gone to one, like majority of them, honestly seems like you're in a Mercedes-Benz dealer. Honestly, like it's pretty impressive with how far as a brand they have come. No, I'm not paid to say any of this, just letting you guys know. If there is anything else you would like to know, again, full review link down below, but also feel free to comment down below. I'll try to respond to every single person. Next week, next car, you'll just have to see what that is. New car every single week if you're new to my channel. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.